High temperatures reach up to 73. Tomorrow, sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Daytime highs approaching 71. Wednesday, under sunny skies. 78 Thursday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Right now, 38.
95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
2-1 is a liner back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Yelich around third. He will score, and the Brewers on the board first. 1-0 Crew as Terang found the golden snitch. Yelich rips one fair inside the bag down the first baseline. Yelich turns first. He's on his way to second. He's in with a stand-up double to get the Brewers offense off and running from Wrigley.
This is Jeff Levering. Your home for Milwaukee Brewers baseball is 95.3 WBEV.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Our spring sale is going on right now, and you can save up to 50% off of list prices in-store and online. This amazing sectional at 40% off is on sale for only $899, or this two-piece leather combination by Ashley is only $979. We have reclining sofas that start as little as $599, and our Lazy Boy chairs start as little as $499. Did you know nobody sells Lazy Boy for less than us? And we're the only store that doesn't charge for special order upgrades. You want to change the color? No problem, no charge. And we're super fast. Get special orders in 6 to 8 weeks or less on all of our products. Check out this Riva queen size bed that we have on sale for as little as $449 in the shark skin color, or you can also get it in espresso. Shop local and save big during our spring sale going on right now at Slumberland Furniture, Beaver Dam and Watertown.
Waking up your neighborhood with what's happening. It's Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Good morning and welcome into Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Ash Doberzinski and Kale Zomer up in the WBEV studio with you this morning. And Hometown Today is presented to you by our friends over at Professional Floor Covering. Professional Floor Covering is an Abbey Design Center located at 713 Park Ave in Beaver Dam. They are locally owned, and Randy and his team are here to help you design the perfect space. They have over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, area rugs, and window finishings. It's so much more than floors. They have a wide selection of kitchen and bathroom countertops, cabinets, tile, shower inserts, and more. Speaking of countertops, they can do them in your kitchen or your bathroom. The material, color, and pattern of a countertop all play a major role in how a kitchen or bathroom model will turn out. They offer a large selection of quartz, granite, marble, and laminate countertops. They'll help you find the perfect countertop that fits with both your lifestyle and design. Visit PROFLR.com for all your needs. And we are very excited to welcome in today Kevin Lipke, the director of the BDACT Mission Improvable, and Thomas Ray Felt, the guy who listens to Kevin the most. Thank you both for being here. And before we jump into the show itself, can you both give us your background and how you got involved with the theater?
Sure. So I started out, I was in one Telltale production when I was in elementary school, and it was fun, but it didn't grab me initially. And when I was in high school, my orchestra director asked if I'd like to play in the pit orchestra. I play violin, and I said that I would love to, and I just have enjoyed playing in pit orchestras ever since. And so I've looked for every opportunity I can to play in the pit, and then as I started getting a little bit more involved, I started thinking about other ways that I could perform and get on stage and get the audience to love me.
And what drew you to improv in this case?
So in improv specifically, I was actually in a murder mystery dinner theater production, and in many of those productions, there's a question and answer session where you have to stay in character and answer questions from the audience, and you don't know what's coming. And so that was a lot of fun, and I'd always enjoyed watching the TV show Whose Line Is It Anyway? So I started thinking, maybe there's room for an improv show on stage. And I talked to a couple of people who were very supportive of the idea, and it kind of just took off from there.
Yeah, and Thomas, what about you?
To borrow Kevin's verb, I believe I was grabbed by the spirit of performance when I was pretty young. And I did some high school forensics and was pretty active in the theater scene for a time, and then drifted out. And I moved to Beaver Dam and I heard about BDACT. They're right behind my building. I'm like, well, I should just do something. Improv. Oh, I don't have to actually practice or memorize anything. This should be easy. And saw Kevin standing up there, and I'm like, huh. And I think I made a joke about you. You were with Danny, and I made fun of you. This is the first interaction I had.
Sounds about right.
Yep. And then we kind of took it off from there. So, and that was last year already.
Wow.
Yeah.
So can you kind of talk about improv and how it's different from a regular performance? Because obviously you're not going by a script. And Thomas, you used a great analogy to describe improv. Can you both kind of talk about it and how it's different than a regular performance?
So, right, I have 3 analogies. My favorite analogy is the quilting analogy. So each lesson, each time that we're coming together as a group, we're forming a different square of the quilt. And so after all these practices, you get a stack of 20 different squares. And as the show is actually taking off, you're like, where do I want to start? Let's start with this square. And then you build off, and maybe you make some new squares. And if you find yourself kind of lost, you take some of these other squares that you've practiced and performed and stitch them together. So the beauty of improv is that even though we are rehearsing, every single show is going to be a different collage of squares.
And for the show, how many cast members are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us.
7 of you. And with that, how difficult is it? Well, I guess when you first began improv, was it difficult to kind of get used to just playing a role versus having scripted lines?
Yes. I don't know about you, but yes. As the director of the show, one of the things that I had to do was try to give the structure that's needed for the show to work. And so we're mission Improvable, so we call them missions, but a lot of them are like games that you either have seen on TV or on stage. And a lot of these started out as exercises that were meant to help actors perform better for formal theater. You think less about your role, so if you forget your line, you still know what to say. And so in each of these missions, we have different guidelines or guardrails that we try to use to keep things on track. And you try to still tell a story in the scene and just learn some of the tips and tricks for how to do that and how to keep things funny and where the humor comes from. And so we're working through all of that and seeing like, okay, this works, this doesn't work. These are the things that went really well. These are the things that didn't go as well. Let's try it again. And now instead of being, a detective who is obsessed with coffee, now we're going to be a detective who is slowly transforming into a basset hound. And so you just kind of learn how to run with those kinds of things.
I would use the analogy of making maple syrup, because you have to go through a refined process of there's so much creativity, but having a different game or a very specific prompt or something that kind of almost limits you to, I'm supposed to be a dog detective now. That almost opens up a different possibility. And so it kind of sweetens all the creativity into a little syrup you can pour on the show.
Yeah, and that's a great point because, for one of the missions that we do, we're only allowed to ask each other questions. And so it's very difficult to get yourself into the habit of that when in a normal conversation somebody asks you a question, you want to provide the answer. In this particular mission, you still kind of want to provide an answer, but you have to do it in the form of a question. So sometimes you're ignoring what's been said, sometimes you're twisting what's been said, and so you get that exercise going. And it's very difficult if you're wide open and you can say anything. But if you frame it as, but now you're in a scene where you're trying to buy some tacos, now you've got something that you can talk about.
Interesting. Wow. So it's a lot of dynamic and complex things coming together.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it ends up just being silly people doing silly things.
Yeah.
It's basically a collection of games with loose rules. It's like being a child again.
That's awesome. Well, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk more about the show and what's coming up this weekend. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Are you aware of who's making your healthcare decisions? Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster with Columbus Family Dental. Healthcare is a very personal thing that requires careful thought and planning. These choices should be made by you and your doctor, not an administrator or an insurance company. At Columbus Family Dental, we're a local, doctor-owned clinic, which allows us to put your health and well-being first. Call us today at 623-5559 to schedule a free, no-pressure consultation to see if we're the right fit for you.
Get the last roof you'll ever need with steel roofing from Menards. Steel roofing provides your home with the best protection from wind, hail, and fire. Choose from 29 stylish colors to enhance your home's appearance. Available in cut-to-length panels that cover a large area for fast installation. Shop our selection of roofing products today. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Wisconsin, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Life is full of challenges and surprises. When legal matters arise, you need a trusted team on your side. At Newberger, Griggs, Sweet, and Froley, they have been guiding clients through estate planning, elder law, and various litigation matters since 1922. They have employed attorneys who are dedicated to providing quality legal services that meet their clients' needs in an efficient and ethically responsible manner. They're always close by with offices in Watertown, Columbus, and Lake Mills. Newberger, Griggs, Sweet, and Froley. To schedule a consultation, visit watertownlaw.com.
When someone asks me, when is the best time to start saving for retirement? My answer is simple: today. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Monica Magali. I can help you build a plan for your ideal retirement by identifying your unique goals and help keep you on track to achieve them. The sooner you get started, the better. Call me at 920-392-5181 to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
At Clearview, we ensure you that your stay is comfortable and personalized to meet your needs. Our experienced and compassionate staff will treat you like family, providing exceptional therapy, on-site doctors, and private rooms to make you feel at home. I'm Ashley Kuhn, admissions coordinator for Clearview. I'll personally meet with you to ensure a smooth transition. Give us a call today to schedule a tour at 920-386-3532. Clearview, where compassion is the heart of our exceptional care.
Hey, this is Randy from Professional Floor Covering, welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. We're continuing our conversation this morning with the BDACT Mission Improbable. But first off, what exactly is Mission Improbable, and what can the audience expect when they come to the show?
Oh, that's a good question. We are a comedy improv troupe, so there's a lot of different ways to do improv. We've chosen to do the comedic route, and we've chosen to do kind of almost like a sketch comedy show. And this is our third year doing the show, and we decided to, I decided. So I decided that we were going to do something a little different, because it started out as a show very much inspired by the TV show Whose Line Is It Anyway? Okay. And just doing a series of improv games. And I've been trying to find a better way to bring our own identity into it, because we have a lot of very unique performers. We have unique voices to bring in. So this year, as part of Mission Improbable, we are leaning into the secret agent genre. And so the first half of the show basically is going to be a series of scenes that, when put together, will construct a very stereotypical secret agent movie spoof. Ooh. We call it the sassy secret agent spoof scenes.
Sassy, that's amazing. And can you talk a little bit about the cast and crew that you have with you doing the sassy?
Yes. So I am in the show as well as directing it, so I get to perform on stage, and I'm with Thomas. And then we have Sharon Krieger, Shane Oman, Naomi Guzman-Boomsma, Tekla Woodzersick Nunez, and Mike Newmeyer on stage with us.
You nailed the names. You nailed them.
Well, we'll see what Tekla says about that. But yes. And then my assistant director is Megan Boyce, and then we have Tommy Schultz. He is helping us with lights and sound, and he gets to play some of the music, so he gets to be kind of involved in the show as well, a little bit more than he often does as a technical coordinator.
And an emerging leader of Beaver Dam.
An emerging leader of Beaver Dam, award-winning, yes, from the
Ooh.
chamber.
That's
so
awesome.
very proud of Tommy. And then my producers, Jill Kaufman and Jennifer Bullig, helping us get everything put together and making sure that for the couple of performances that we do this, that the Encore Hall area is kind of transformed into a comedy club.
And with the 7 performers, was this a lot of new people to improv, or had they done it in the past? Well, or was it a mixture of performers?
This group mostly has done improv with me, as far as I know. Okay. There's a couple of performers who have done it before in high school or college courses, so they're a little bit more familiar. But we have a lot of people who are very new to it and just really take to it like fish to water.
Well, and Kevin kind of went over it, and part of my job here is really to make you a little uncomfortable, Kevin.
Oh, good.
But this is the first year that we're really doing the spoof version, the long-form improv, which I have to say, the first time you mentioned it, I was like, ooh, long-form, I don't know if I'm going to be a fan. But recently, I really think like it's taken off. It's grown wings.
So what's the difference between the long form and whatever the other one is?
Short form.
Short form.
So short form is where you're just presenting a scene and it doesn't have to connect to anything. So you're doing one thing. And a long form is where you're telling more of a story. So there are improv troupes that will do an entire musical that they just make up as they go along. And
The songs too?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And we don't do that. Ours is without the singing. But as a long form, we have scenes that are connecting to each other, characters that continue through multiple scenes, so it isn't something completely different every time.
So what made you decide to do long form now?
Yeah, Kevin.
Well, I just thought it would be a lot of fun to see what would happen if we tried to actually make a movie or, a spoof of all of the secret agent genre that's out there.
And have you been impressed with the results, Kevin?
Of course I have. Yes.
Good.
So the first half of the show is the sassies, right? And then there's
Yes.
what's the second half then?
So the second half will be a return to the short form because we just have so much fun doing that. And we have a list of missions, and we have so many that we have a really good time with. We can never fit all of the missions that we want into the shows or even into the show weekend. There's always some that we're like, we never got to do that on stage, and it's so much fun. So we wanted to keep some of those in as well.
With both of you being performers, can you kind of talk about the difference learning short form and then learning long form? If there was much of a difference?
I don't think there's much of a difference here, but I have my third analogy.
Here we go.
And so the beautiful thing about improv, and really about any creative art, is that human knowledge is like an ocean. It's there for anyone to bend over, take a drink. I know it's salt water, but it's an analogy. But every individual performer is kind of like a sun, right? And so how much energy intensity you have heats up the water, and that floats into the clouds, and you're able to have a little germ of an idea, and that water condenses around that little germ and falls into rain back into the water. So it's kind of the water cycle of creativity, where everyone can access the water. How much energy you have personally is how much actual water is drifting up into the atmosphere, and everyone has at least one or two little motes of an idea. You just need enough water to collect, condense, and then it falls back into the ocean, and everyone can use that same creativity again. So it's a constant cycle of all comedy, all art is building off on each other. And so that's what improv is so beautiful, of working with each other.
It's deep.
Tear.
Yes, I see it.
Did you come up with all the analogies?
Yes.
How long did they take you to come up?
Sometimes they just happen.
Just happened.
But yeah, I think when you're working with people like this, it's such a freeing space of really, Kevin,
because
you're such a great guy. But it is one of the most liberating times that I've really had in Beaver Dam has been with this troupe, and Kevin's shown me Dungeons and Dragons and other activities where It is just coming together with people around a table and just having fun and using your imagination. And we don't really do that anymore.
Yeah, we really like being silly people doing silly things. And there's like 2 basic rules of improv that I've tried to do a better job of stressing than I have in the past. And the first is listening.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not listening to each other, it's just chaos up there, and that's bad. And then it should look like chaos, but it shouldn't actually be chaos. And then in addition to listening, the other really important rule of improv is making each other look good. So when we're up there on stage, that's our real goal, is making sure that everything that we're doing is building onto things rather than tearing stuff apart. So we're really big into making the whole performance look as good as possible.
The golden rule of improv is yes and.
Yes,
Stop.
and.
Stop?
Stop. No.
What? That's the golden rule. You say that all the
I have
time.
heard that before, too.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be. I don't believe in it. So
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Director. What is your rule?
listening and making each other look good.
That's funny.
Okay, yeah.
You briefly talked about, the community that not only, just being a part of the show is, but outside of the show. Can you expand a little more about that, about how, impactful and meaningful this group has been?
If you want to.
Wow. Cool. I don't know how to unpack that exactly.
Well, I can jump in.
Wait, how impactful the group has been, or like
Yeah, because,
improv generally?
doing, like, playing Dungeons and Dragons and, having the outside.
Yes, you go first.
If I may. One of the wonderful things about BDACT, and the improv is just one example of it, is how the community can come together and really start forming bonds. I think every show, there's a unique cast and a unique crew, and come together for a couple of months and form some really good bonds. And some of those can last for a really long time. And then as we see the same people in future shows, I'll come and support folks so that I can see them performing on stage, even if I am not in a production or I'm not involved in a production. And we have a very dedicated group of volunteers who come together, and so you'll often see the same people working concessions or being ushers, and they're all volunteering to do that. And so you get to know those people, and then you start talking about other things outside of the theater, and then you can make some of those connections, like playing D&D together with a few other people, and then it's like, oh, hey, you might enjoy doing some of this, and then you can bring in more volunteers, and it's just that continuous cycle and the ocean of human knowledge.
It's kind of like a virus. No, not like a virus. No, it's like sharing cake with someone.
Yes.
You just want to keep sharing more cake with them.
That's right.
It's a community over there. It's a family.
Yes.
Well, before we head out, can you please tell everybody when the show is, what time, where they can get tickets, all that fun stuff?
Sure. So we have our shows are Friday, April 24th at 7:30 p.m., Saturday, April 25th at 7:30 p.m., and then we have a matinee on Saturday, April 25th at 2 p.m. So that's just something to note, is that we do have this Saturday matinee, and that is because our friends at the Paddle City Big Band are performing on Sunday, so we don't want to be trying to compete for tickets.
Yes.
We want everybody to be able to enjoy all the shows. We have adult tickets at $15, students at $10. The shows should be appropriate for all ages, all of the shows. And our matinee is particularly geared for family participation. So we really like having the kids coming up and performing some of the volunteer roles for some of that short form improv that we were talking about. Tickets are available at bdact.org, or you can stop by the box office Tuesdays and Thursdays between 10 and 4 p.m. That is at 117 West Maple Avenue. And you can call 920-885-6891.
Perfect. Well, thank you both so much for being here, and good luck this weekend with the shows.
Thank you very much.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be talking with Diana Ogle from the Park Village Shopping Center. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. Uncertainty is the theme when it comes to whether talks between the U.S. and Iran will go forward in Pakistan. It's 2 days before the ceasefire expires, and all of this uncertainty has extended to Wall Street, says ABC's Sherry Preston.
Traders had been looking for signs all weekend that the ceasefire might hold, but they didn't get many. In fact, confusion over the talks with Iran sent the price of oil up once again. So far, the stock market losses have been kept in check as investors continue holding out hope for a breakthrough.
Michigan's Attorney General calls a letter from the Justice Department demanding Wayne County's ballots and voter records from the 2024 election, an example of President Trump weaponizing the democratic process. The Justice Department says that's needed because of past violations of the law. Deadliest mass shooting in the U.S. in 2 years claimed 8 children's lives, ages 3 to 11, and authorities in Shreveport, Louisiana say the killer was the father of 7 of the children, later killed by police. This is ABC News.
Breaking news. You need a new mattress. For all kinds of breaking news, stick with your trusted source, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge, broadcasting in the Slumberland Furniture Studio.
Now this news update on Wisconsin Radio Network. I'm Ted Allen. A man fatally shot by a Chippewa Falls police officer was carrying a BB gun. An update released Friday by the Wisconsin Department of Justice says the shooting happened the morning of Thursday, April 9th, when 3 officers were dispatched to a hotel on a report of wanted suspects. Dozens of homes were destroyed by a tornado Friday in a residential area in the Marathon County town of Ringgold. Marathon County Sheriff Chad Billups says it's the worst destruction he's seen. Displaced residents are staying with friends and family. A shelter's also been established at D.C. Everest Middle School. And the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources encourages residents to enjoy the return of more than 350 species of migratory birds traveling through the state's flyways and forests this spring. Birding events and festivals are happening statewide in the coming weeks, with details available on the DNR's website. Ted Allen, Wisconsin Radio Network News.
When life starts to sound a little bit like this, that's when you know it may be time to change your tune. The Wisconsin Lottery has exciting games starting at just $1 to help make your day sound more like this.
Scratch off, scratch off.
Quick pick, quick pick.
Fast play, fast play. Jackpot, jackpot.
With so many chances to win all kinds of prizes and new games introduced all the time, including more than 80 new scratch games every year, you'll be saying,
Wisconsin Lottery, better than laundry. So many ways to play, may add some fun to my day.
Right. Wisconsin Lottery has scratch games, lotto draw games, and fast play games starting at $1, with prizes ranging from small to jackpot. Available now at your favorite Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
In sports, the Brewers dropped their series finale in Miami 5-3 to the Marlins. The Miz gave up 3 runs in 5 innings. Just one of those was earned. He struck out 9 to take the hard luck loss. Brewers sit at 12-9. They open up a 3-game set in Detroit on Tuesday night. Winners in the NBA playoffs on Sunday included the Celtics, the Thunder, the Magic, and the Spurs. Tonight you can hear the Hawks and Knicks on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. The NFL draft starts Thursday. The first round's in Pittsburgh. Packers don't pick till the second round. Coverage all week long on ESPN Wisconsin and 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. High school girls soccer tonight on Daily Dodge TV. Beaver Dam hosts Baraboo. Coverage begins at 4:45. The first kick over at the Prairie View Fields set for 5 o'clock. That is your Daily Dodge Sports Center. I'm Wade Bates on 95.3 WBEV.
Find the latest local obituaries online at dailydodge.com. Brought to you by JB Mechanical.
Mainly sunny skies today with a high of 53. Winds out of the south, 8 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight, lows dip down to about 40. High temperatures reach up to 73 tomorrow, sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Daytime highs approaching 71 Wednesday under sunny skies, 78 Thursday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Right now, 38.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Our spring sale is going strong, and no one sells Sealy for less than us. Our Sealy Sofa Park firm mattress in a queen starts as little as $499. Or take advantage of our Slumbercrest line and save even more money with our Slumbercrest mattresses starting as little as $399. Sink into plush comfort with a Sealy Posturepedic Sofa Park soft pillow top mattress for as little as $599, or take your pick at the Hagerstown medium tight top mattress at $999 for a queen size Sealy Posturepedic. Now we have so many fun specials running. Our Nectar mattresses are up to 40% off and get spending cash with Purple. So buy a Purple mattress, get $300 in spending cash. Or buy a Tempur-Pedic, a Sealy Posturepedic, or a Stearns & Foster's and get $300 spending cash. And ask us about our interest-free option for up to 36 months. Shop local and save big with us. Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown.
This week's 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam High School Athlete of the Week is Chloe Louth of Beaver Dam High School. Chloe competes on the Golden Beavers girls soccer and basketball teams. Her favorite high school moments are going to state in basketball and bus rides. After graduation, she'll attend Ripon College to study psychology and play soccer. Congratulations to Chloe Louth. She's this week's 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam High School Athlete of the Week.
Hi, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering, making sure you don't miss what's happening in your hometown. It's Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV. Some Bruce to bring us in, Kale, huh?
The boss on a Monday morning.
I know. It definitely feels like a Monday.
It is feeling like Monday. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was relaxful. I went home. My parents are out of town, and my Nana's watching the dog. So I went home and spent time with her. Nice. But I wanted to go home Friday night, but not very good idea to drive through tornadoes.
No, that was not an ideal travel night for sure. Yet.
No.
It was, I was gonna say it was kind of a nice weekend. Just mostly, got some yard work done yesterday, but other than that, fairly easygoing, which was kind of a nice change of pace from last week. It was kind of crazy with all the severe weather, and Friday night we had another round of it. I mean, again, Dodge County kind of had that little dome over it, and we had some storms. I know down by kind of that Waterloo, Marshall area, they had some rotation, but I think nothing touched down. So yeah, kind of got lucky again, and it was an interesting night. That's all I know. Last week was crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk looking at a lot of different meteorologists, just how crazy that really was. The fact that we are essentially now, as of April 20th, we're basically like at our average, if not above our average, for tornadoes in Wisconsin for an entire year, and it's still April.
Kale, I was
got a long way to go.
Driving home yesterday, and it was only for like maybe 15 seconds, but I could have sworn I saw little snow flurries.
You may not be wrong. There were some parts of the state that saw a couple flurries. Yeah,
what?
There was, I forget what part of the state it was, but there was a part of the state, I think, further north that actually saw like some, I don't know if I'd say measurable, but visible snow on the ground that kind of covered a little blanket, and we're like, great. So tornadoes one day, snowfall the next. Awesome.
You gotta
Only
love
in
Wisconsin.
Yep, exactly. I mean, Wally always gets mad at us when we say, "Oh, you don't like the weather? Wait 15 minutes." This is what we're talking about, Wally.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we mean. So maybe 15 minutes is an exaggeration, but yeah, wait 15 hours and it'll change. But it was to that point too last week with all the storms rolling through that like. Saturday morning, I got up and went outside to go run some errands, and pretty much any other normal time, if I stepped foot outside on a Saturday morning in mid-April and it was 36 degrees, I'd be like, oh, come on. Wasn't even mad. I'm like, you know what? It's not going to storm for the next few days. There's no rain. At least it's not snowing. At least it wasn't here. And honestly, like, you know, the reason we had all the storms last week because there was so much humidity in the air. So it had been so stuffy. Like, I don't know if you noticed, our house was so stuffy all of last week. It was like hard to get it cleared out. So honestly, stepping out into that crisp, fresh air kind of felt, it was a nice little break. I'll take the warm weather back, and we're going to get it later this week. But
I know. It's going to be like 80 on Thursday.
It's going to be like 80 on Thursday.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, maybe, you know, and unfortunately, every time you get those warm-ups, you see a pretty good chance of some more storms. So kind of keeping an eye late in the week, but who knows? Far too early to tell right now, but it was an interesting week. Well, we normally would have Diana on at this time, but we're going to have her on a little bit later in the week this week. And so, I thought in the spirit of Mission Improbable joining us, I thought we'd improvise a bit. And I've got a smattering of things. And one of the things I really enjoy in life is a good stupid criminal story.
Same.
And
they're so funny.
And this is a pretty good one. A backyard mystery turned into a 2-part revenge saga that ended with a neighbor humiliated and then arrested. So a homeowner noticed something wasn't adding up. His 5-gallon can of gas kept running dry, even though his lawnmower only takes about a quarter gas at a time. So he looked into it and ruled out that there were any leaks or anything like that. Thought something is suspicious is going on here. So he set himself up a DIY surveillance system using an old laptop and a webcam looking out in his yard. Bingo. Within a couple of days, he was looking back through footage and saw his neighbor casually strolling over and helping himself to the gas. He also noticed that this usually happened a few minutes after he would leave the house.
Okay.
So, Ashley, put yourself in this situation. You figure out your neighbor's been stealing your gas this whole time. What is your next step? What are you doing with that?
I think I'm going to the neighbor and being like, stop.
So you're confronting and saying, hey, man, not cool.
Yeah, or I'm moving the gas.
Right? I think those are two pretty normal and typical reactions to this. But this homeowner decided to take things a little different. Instead of confronting him,
no.
He went a different route. For about a week, he would refill, quote-unquote, refill the gas can. But it wasn't with gas.
Oh, no.
Let's just say if you used what was in the gas can, you're in trouble, if that makes sense. You catch my drift? Okay. Then he left the gas can out in plain sight. And then he would leave for the day, and he would make sure that his neighbor saw him leave. And the trap worked. One day he came back home. His neighbor was outside having an absolute meltdown because his lawnmower would no longer start.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, things get even worse from there because later the neighbor goes to leave in his car, and he gets a few houses down, and his car breaks down and stops working. So the homeowner looked at his gas can, and sure enough, the entire thing was empty, and he figured out, oh, this guy not only put gas in his lawnmower, or quote-unquote gas, we know it wasn't gas, he also used it for his car.
No.
Now, here's the funny part. It gets worse than this. Now, at this point, this thief of a neighbor doesn't realize that the guy has done this. He still thinks he's put gas in his lawnmower and his car.
Oh, my
And now
gosh.
his car has broken down. His car won't start. It won't work at all.
This is terrible.
And again, he doesn't know that the homeowner had done this. So he thought the homeowner wasn't onto him at all. And he came over to the homeowner and said, hey, I need a favor. I am applying to do a ride-along with the local police department, but my car's broken down, so I can't get there. Would you mind dropping the application off at the police department? And the neighbor thought about it for a second. At first, obviously, it was like, how dare this guy have the cojones to ask me for a favor right now? And then he realized he has a cop friend that he was talking to once, and he remembered the cop friend mentioning that when they put in applications for ride-alongs, they do a background check. And he thought, yes, I can drop off your application at the local police department. He did. The background check was ran. Well, turns out this is not the guy's first run-in with the law with thievery. And he had a couple of warrants out for his arrest. And so the police showed up and arrested him.
Wait a minute. The neighbor asked for a ride-along.
Yeah, despite the fact that apparently this guy's a really clueless criminal because he must not have realized he had warrants out because, yeah, he wanted to apply to go do a ride. Who knows what he had up his sleeve? Like, I feel like the ride-along had to have been, like, an ulterior motive for that. Like, oh, maybe I can, like, figure out how police works so I can get around. I don't know. Like, it would seem that's a terrible idea given your history and your thievery. But, yeah, so he ended up getting arrested.
I love those stories. They're so funny.
Listen, again, the word karma comes to mind. It really is one of those things like, all right, there is some good justice and karma in the world. I mean, it doesn't happen every time. I know there's some bad people that have some good karma and some great people that have some bad karma. But that right there is exactly how it should have gone, in my opinion.
That's crazy.
One of the other things I came across, the way technology is these days, we've kind of reached that point where there really is no innovation or invention that is out of the question. I mean, we've got AI. I am a little upset we don't have our flying cars like the Jetsons yet. We were supposed to have those years ago.
Oh,
but
I love the Jetsons.
yeah, I mean, we kind of do and we kind of don't. Like the technology exists. I think it's more like trying to figure out the logistics of the fact that we have so many vehicles on the road that trying to figure out how that would work in the air and everything. I think that's more what holds it back. But there's really no inventions and innovations that are out of the question now. And I'm curious to get your take on this new invention.
Okay.
Because I love it. So there's a Chinese automaker called Seres, S-E-R-E-S. And they have filed for a new patent. And this patent is for a voice-controlled toilet system designed to be integrated directly into its vehicles. The innovative design features a lavatory concealed beneath a sliding seat that can be deployed via vocal commands or manual controls. According to the patent filing, the system is intended to assist travelers during long journeys, camping trips, or mobile living situations. Now, it sounds gross, but to maintain hygiene, it includes a specialized fan and exhaust pipe to funnel any odors out of the vehicle. And it also has a heating element that dries all the waste because that's part of what causes all the odor. It comes as Chinese electric vehicle manufacturers increasingly add eccentric features such as karaoke machines or drones to help stand out in a crowded vehicle market. While the patent has been approved, they have not yet confirmed if or when it'll appear in any of their upcoming production models. Now, what is your thought on having the latrine in your vehicle?
I wouldn't hate it, but I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent.
Kind of indifferent?
Because, like, it would be really nice for, like, a road trip.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
but, like, that's the only other, like, real reason I don't know, like, I guess with, like, my family, when we go on road trips, it's not that we're stopping all the time for bathroom. We're stopping for gas, for food.
Yeah.
It would be nice, but also at the same time, I feel like then it'd be very crowded.
I love it. I mean, I love traveling by vehicle. I love driving around the country and seeing the side. Like, it's funny because I'm the opposite of most of my family. Most of my family are the type who are like, all right, here's A, here's B. Like, let's just get there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love when I end up traveling by myself sometimes because I can stop as many times as I want. I can go like. I have family out in South Dakota, and a couple years ago, usually I have somebody with me when I go out there, but I happened to be by myself one time, and it was awesome because I'm like, oh, I can stop and see the giant can of Spam in Minnesota, and I can see the big green giant statue in Minnesota, and like I can stop whatever snacks I want to. Like, it was great because especially as I get older, the idea of I love stopping, but like the idea of like. Especially as I get older, not having to stop for that particular reason, I kind of dig it.
That's
and it
fair.
sounds gross, but like I've stayed in a home that has a like a compost toilet.
Yeah.
That's a very basically same concept. Uses the same technology. It has a vent and a fan that vents everything out, dries everything out. You wouldn't know the difference. My only caveat with having a car like this is. I don't think I could ever drive somebody else's knowing what's happened in that seat.
That's fair. That's so fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll be like, I think I'm just going to take my own car this time.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody else wants to drive mine, all the more power to you. You have at it. I suspect most people probably feel the same way, but
yeah,
I don't think I'm going to drive somebody else's.
Yeah, I don't think I would. Yeah, that's kind of disgusting thinking about it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got to take a quick break. But when we come back, we'll be talking about what's going on in Dodge County. That's next on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Ashley, quick question. How does my phone know exactly what food I want before I do?
Because advertising works, Wally.
That feels powerful. A little scary, but mostly powerful.
Exactly. And local businesses in our area can have that power too. With DailyDodge.com, 95.3 WBEV Radio, YouTube, and more. Businesses partner with award-winning local content that people trust. See and hear your businesses everywhere.
Everywhere, like all of our different live news and talk programming?
That's right. Right there along with interviews and including anyone from state politicians to neighborhood musicians. And that beautiful Daily Dodge TV studio you'll see can be sponsored too.
Wait, that sounds familiar. Well, anyway, what about sports fans?
Pair with 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and Daily Dodge TV. Joining high school play-by-play coverage and passionate fans is a big win for branding a business.
How does someone get in on all of this?
Call 920-885-4442 or click Contact Us at DailyDodge.com.
Wow, it's that easy to start a great partnership for your business today.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
It's great to see you again, Randy. You're my best friend, and I have more flooring troubles for you to solve. I've purchased a second lakefront property with my massive wealth, and it could use your professional touch, but I'm almost embarrassed for you to see them.
Relax, Wally. This is a judgment-free zone. We're here for you if you need new floors, but I'm not going to hug you.
These floors make me uncomfortable, Randy. I feel like they're judging me.
Well, let's turn that judgment into jealousy. At Professional Floor Covering in Beaver Dam, we've got carpet, hardwood, laminate, LVP, ceramic, you just name it. We'll measure, help you design, keep it all within budget, whether you're a big shot like Wally or the average Joe.
And I think I'll have you look at my kitchen and bathroom while you're there, too.
That sounds great, Wally. To give your floor a fresh start to the season, just visit PROFLR.com or our showroom in Beaver Dam. Let the team at Professional Floor Covering turn your frustrations into fascination today.
Since 1998, the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon has distributed nearly $3 million to nonprofit organizations serving children in Dodge County and the surrounding areas. You can help make a difference by getting involved today. Help support the cause by donating an item to our 27-hour on-air live auction, hosting a fundraiser event, or making a monetary donation through Venmo. To learn more, visit dailydodge.com/radiothon.
Spring in Wisconsin is such a perfect season. Sunshine, fresh air, dust, weeds, pollen. Okay, maybe spring isn't perfect, but if allergies are invading your home, JB Mechanical can help. From whole home air purifiers to advanced filtration systems, they'll provide the equipment that cleans the air you breathe every day.
This spring, don't just clean your house, clean your air. Call JB Mechanical in Beaver Dam or visit jbmechllc.com and breathe easier.
Hey neighbor, this is Randy, owner of Professional Floor Covering, welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Kale, what do we got going on this week? Weather's finally nice.
Yeah, weather's finally nice, which means we might actually get some sports in this week. Yay!
Finally!
Cannot wait. I know it's been we've been sitting here complaining about how the weather has affected us, but yeah, a lot of sports cancellations last week. But yeah, we finally get some sports in this week. Kicking it off tonight with some girls soccer action. Beaver Dam hosting Baraboo. That'll be a 4:45 pregame over on Daily Dodge TV. Then coming up tomorrow night, we've got Beaver Dam baseball. They'll be hosting Baraboo. That is also a 4:45 pregame. Wednesday night, we don't have any high school sports, but we do have a high school sports-related broadcast on Wednesday afternoon because it's going to be signing day on Wednesday.
Oh, that's right.
And so we will be out at the Beaver Dam High School for signing day. Going to be super exciting. We got to be there last year for it, too, and see a number of local athletes commit to their next level of education and athletics.
That's
and
so fun.
We'll be out there. Wade will be out there hosting. That'll get underway about 2 o'clock, so you can tune in for that. And then Thursday and Friday, we're gonna watch the weather, see what happens. I'm hopeful it's gonna trend in the right direction. Assuming the weather holds out, we'll have some more Beaver Dam girls soccer on Thursday night as they host Oshkosh North. And then on Friday, we've got Beaver Dam softball action as they host West Bend East. I don't know if you caught it this morning on the morning show. Wade was talking about it, but it was kind of exciting on, was it Saturday or Sunday now? The weekend kind of
Everything's mixing together.
I think it was Saturday. That beautiful new softball diamond has already come in handy because there was actually an NCAA softball match on that field this weekend as Marion played Illinois there, which is pretty cool. Drove by, good crowd there, and it was exciting to see college level. It was funny because when it first went up, I told Mark DeStefano, I was like, man, that is like college level facility, and well, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
because they actually played some college ball, so that was pretty awesome, and I'm sure there's plenty more of that to come. And now both baseball and softball teams can play under the lights too, which is really fun. So
yeah, that's so fun.
That is really, really awesome. Love that. So also got plenty of Brewers baseball to come throughout the week. They are off today, but they are back in action starting tomorrow as they head out to Detroit to take on the Tigers. Game 1 tomorrow night. Pregame 5:05 p.m. So no barn show tomorrow with Brewers. In fact, the barn show will be off Tuesday and Wednesday this week for Brewers baseball, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then do want to mention, just got this info on Friday. This is an event you have not been to yet, but I'm excited for you to scope it out. The 37th annual Something Special from Wisconsin Pancake Breakfast is coming up just around the corner.
Ooh.
That's going to be on Sunday, May 3rd. They're going to be serving up from 8 a.m. to 12:30 over at Beaver Dam High School. They're going to have scrambled eggs and ham, pancakes, sausage, cheeses. Then they got lots of drinks, milk, juice, coffee. And this is one of those great breakfasts because it comes with dessert, ice cream sundaes.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I mean, nobody's stopping you from eating your ice cream before your scrambled egg and pancakes. You can do that if you want. So tickets are $10. Youth age 5 to 11 are $5, and under 5 are free. Again, that's coming up Sunday, May 3rd, 8 a.m. until 12:30 over at the Beaver Dam High School. And we'll, of course, remind you of that as it gets closer.
Well, awesome. Well, that's going to do it for us today on Hometown Today. We'll be back same place, same time tomorrow on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.